News Radio, and I'm here with Greg of Cigarettes After Sex. So, welcome to Lollapalooza. How are you doing?
Doing well, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So, recently, just last month, you released two new singles, Crush and Sesame Syrup. So, could you talk a little bit about those and what inspired those songs, why you released the two singles together?
Oh yeah, like we had recorded like a full record back in, it was so long ago, it was like December of 2015. It didn't come out forever because we were touring and all this stuff, but there was two songs left over that I really liked. They were Crush and Sesame Syrup that just didn't feel right for the record. And just instinctually it felt right to finally put those out now, just for whatever reason. I kind of just go like on a gut feeling most of the time when I like put something out. But Crush was based on an ex-girlfriend that sent me this like photo of her in a swimsuit, and really just inspired me to write it. Really just based on that. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. So how did you go about choosing the songs for the LP, and then why and then saving those two for later?
It was just kind of the same thing. It was like a gut thing where I thought these like songs feel really good together. I thought maybe conceptually I would do something, but in the end I thought these are all the best songs and they fit well together. That's why the LP turned out that way. But I think Crush and Sesame Syrup felt like they would have been one too many, and I really had my heart set on like a kind of a short record. I feel like records are too long nowadays too.
Yeah.
So I wanted like a tight like 45-minute thing that was just like short and sweet, basically.
Yeah, so you talk about writing songs pretty spontaneously. So, what have you ever had to leave a situation just to go out and write a song in that moment?
Yeah, all the time, and even many times when we're recording, I'll write a song like right before we start. Like the band will be like kind of tuning up or something, and I'll just go to like a separate room and start singing something into my phone. And I'll come back and be like, "Here's a new song, guys." So I love to write that quick, and a lot of songs we've done that have done pretty well, I think, have been written very, very quickly. There's like a big energy to that gives some magic to it.
Yeah.
So that's my style.
And when you're performing your songs, since they are pretty mellow and relaxed songs, what do you have to be in a certain mindset to go out and perform them? Do you have to meditate beforehand, or are you always sort of ready to be in that character?
Yeah, I think when we first started, I was a bit more fragile that way, like a bit more touchy about it. But you play so many shows, and you just find that you don't even have time for that. Like for instance, today there would be really no time to do that, to have some kind of meditation. So it's really just I do a vocal warm up maybe 10 minutes before, and I feel like that basically it's all about breathing, And if you get your breathing in a really good place, I think you end up being really calm, and warming up vocally does that for me. So that's the only thing I do.
Yeah. All right, so you have a very distinct aesthetic for your single covers, album covers. Is there a story behind the black and white, or is that just what you feel when you play your music?
It was sort of I loved the Smiths album covers, and I thought there was something really special about how unified they were. They just looked great together, and you could just spot a Smiths album cover right away. And I wanted that kind of feeling for our music. And around that time I found the work of Man Ray, the photographer, and I just fell in love with it. And specifically that necklace photo on our first EP in the feather.
Yeah.
And just I thought this is perfect. It was just you just put those two things together and they just felt right. And since then I just really don't want to mess with it. I just feel like that's the style, and everything in the music is in that black and white photography. It's surreal, it's erotic and sensual. It has all those things that I love, and it feels very bold. It feels very nostalgic too, and so that's most of the reason.
So you spent a long time writing songs and recording and not really putting them out there. Is that right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm just too picky about it.
So did you have a mentor that kind of pushed you to release your music, or you just felt all of a sudden it was time to share it and start performing those songs live?
Yeah, I felt like I always kind of just did my own thing. And I was a really bad student, even in school. I just kind of gravitated towards whatever I liked. So it was just that. I feel like I've just been doing music so long that I developed some kind of, hopefully knack for knowing what's good and what's bad at this point. But that's really it. I just kind of wait until something just really feels right. And I find that just always happens. If I'm waiting for it, finally I'll say, "This is right now. Let's put these on." For instance, those two songs. they didn't come out before, but finally I felt like these should come out now for whatever reason. And it's kind of like beyond me. I don't even know what it is. Just something happens and you change your mind. I don't know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, have your musical inspirations changed over the years, like based on what you listen to or what kind of music you like?
Yeah, they have. I mean, when I was a kid, I was listening to like death metal and stuff like that. And I listened to a lot of avant-garde music in high school, like John Zorn or stuff like that, or film scores. But it's just really eclectic, and now it's just kind of all that stuff. I still listen to all of it. I mean, there's a lot of, even now I've been really influenced by a lot of hip-hop, like going into our second record. So I think you'll kind of feel something like that on the next stuff that we put out. It's going to have that kind of backbeat to it. You can imagine it.
Maybe, I don't know, but when you're performing, like today at Lollapalooza, is there one song that you feel like has the most energy with the crowd, like that maybe like when you're about to perform it, like you can feel the crowd kind of react in a certain way?
Yeah, it always feels like it's the song Apocalypse.
Okay.
That's the one that just really feels like there's some kind of momentum to it. That I could just see the crowd just start moving when that song drops in. And it's always this kind of moment that I wait for at our shows. Like play this guitar intro and then the song kicks in and just it's like the seas or like wind is like parting the sea or something like that. I don't know. So that's the main one.
Yeah. Okay. Last question.
Sure.
If you could put your music into any film, what would it be, old or new?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, or would you create your own film to the album?
I think I'd create my own, but if I had to pick one, I like to say there's this great Chinese film called In the Mood for Love by Wong Kar-wai. It's like a 90s movie, but I feel like it has like kind of the right amount of tenderness and like sensuality and subtlety, and it's a beautiful movie, so maybe that one would be a good one.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.